This morning, an FDA committee wants a new label for certain pain relievers, including Aleve. They contain Naproxen. The group now finds credible evidence from trial data that Naproxen carries a lower cardiovascular risk than other drugs in that category.
Our Dr. David Agus is the author of A Short Guide to a Long Life. It's published by Simon & Schuster, division of CBS. He joins us from Los Angeles. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
So why is Naproxen safer?
Well, it stems from 2004 when a clinical trial on Vioxx and Celebrex showed an increased heart attack risk. Vioxx was pulled to the market, and then they showed that it was in the same other class, like the Motrin, the Advils, and the Naproxen. Now, with 350,000 patients looked at, Naproxen doesn't seem to have the heart attack risk of the others.
Why would the government be doing essentially a 180 on this?
Well, it was initially a warning on the whole class of drugs, but now looking at big data, we can go back and tease out each individual drug, showing that Naproxen isn't as risky as the others. People need to take pain meds, and so this appears to be the safer one.
But what I don't understand is why is Naproxen safer, other than the fact that it is safer? What makes it safer? What does it have that others don't? How is it different from aspirin?
It's a great question. Well, aspirin's different. That's a different class of drugs. But the Motrin, the Advil, these hit a certain pathway called COX-1 and COX-2. And Naproxen hits it a little bit differently, so we don't get the increased clotting that can happen in the heart and cause heart attacks.
What do you use, Dr. Agus?
I try to stay away from pain meds as much as possible by not getting hurt.
But you do take your aspirin every day, we know.
You were right.
Yeah. But I mean, you're not suggesting people who have certain heart ailments shouldn't use these drugs, are you?
No, I mean, what we're suggesting is, first of all, low dose, for a couple days use doesn't cause a problem. This is chronic use, especially at the higher doses. But people with existing heart problems really should switch or consider the Naproxen and have a discussion with your doctor. Next week or 2 weeks, there's going to be a meeting of the FDA panel, the outside panel that will review this data and make final conclusions that the FDA may or may not accept. But this was an unusual statement that the FDA initially said, listen, we got to take warning here, and there's an ongoing clinical trial between ibuprofen or Advil and Naproxen and Celebrex, and the FDA said maybe we should stop that trial because it may not be ethical to continue it given the possible safety of one versus the others.
Really important information. Thank you so much, Dr. David Agus.